Decomposing body of missing 8-year-old Gregory Park Portmore boy found in car. The decomposing body of an 8-year-old Navardo Blackburn, who was reported missing over the weekend, was found in his community in Gregory Park in Portmore, St. Catherine. The body was discovered in an abandoned car along Melvin Avenue in the area. Blackburn, who is autistic, lived on Queens Avenue in the community. The body was identified by his mother and relatives, who, along with others, went to the area with the police as they searched for the boy. The police had reported that Navardo was last seen at a playfield in his community about 4 p.m. on Saturday. He was later reported missing. The crime scene was cornered off and forensics investigators were called in. Police investigating fatal shooting incident caught on camera. The police are now investigating a fatal shooting incident, reportedly, involving neighbors in Poppin St. Andrew. The deceased has been identified as 57-year-old Norris Farquharson, who worked for a utility company. Details surrounding the incident are not clear, but the police confirm that the involved men were neighbors. The incident was captured on a security camera. In the video, Farquharson, who is wearing a workman vest and a hard hat, first walks into the frame and is followed by a man who confronts him. One of the men can be heard telling the other, "Come out of my yard." Farquharson then tells the other man, lick me no." The man then reaches into his waistband, pulls out what appeared to be a gun and opens fire twice, hitting Farquharson, who then falls to the ground. Teenage boy and elderly man drowned in Manchester. The Manchester police have launched investigations into the suspected drowning of 2 persons in separate incidents in the parish on Monday. The police have identified the victims as 76-year-old Edwin Ellis of Marina District, Manchester, and 17-year-old Alanda Sigwer, a student of Troy High School in Trelawney and a resident of Craighead, Manchester. The student was reportedly swimming at the Craighead River about 2 p.m. when he got into difficulty and drowned. Meanwhile, Ellis's body was discovered about 11:08 a.m. floating in a pond in Dyke Hill District, Spalding. The Christian and Spalding police are investigating the matters. Bunting calls on government to fix overtime monies issue affecting police officers. Opposition spokesperson National Security Senator Peter Bunting is calling on the government to fix the issues linked to the payment of overtime monies to police officers. Mr. Bunting, who was speaking at the Jamaica Police Federation's 82nd Annual Joint Central Conference, said the issue is a major one. He explained that in some instances, officers have to fill out a ridiculous amount of paperwork to claim their overtime monies. Mr. Bunting said with the world now in a technological age, the government will move to its available resources to make it easier for officers to receive overtime payments. According to Senator Bunting, JCF members have performed their duties efficiently and they should be rewarded.
There's so many complaints about the chaos and uncertainty with regard to overtime. Payments are late, the amounts are unpredictable. Paper-based pay slips take up to 10 days to be received after payday. So persons have to be speculating on what the figure that was deposited to their account really represents. Furthermore, I see the officers assigned to the opposition filling out some ridiculous amount of paperwork to claim their overtime. It is very tedious and seems really arcane in this digital age. So it doesn't surprise me to see that there is such issues. There's so much inefficiency and so many times the payment is not correct. These overtime payments are often either not paid for months or short paid without explanation. Minister and Commissioner, in this digital era, we must do better. Public sector and management generally always talks about rewarding performance with incentive. The police have performed excellently, and we must in turn ensure that they have the proper incentives to work.
Mother charged after 4-year-old was fatally shot in Manchester last week. The mother of Jay Grinnell, who was fatally shot at Mandeville in Manchester last week, will be facing the court after being charged in relation to the 4-year-old death. Jay died from a gunshot wound to the head. Her mother, 38-year-old Yannick Brown, reported to the police that she had put her children to bed and went to the bathroom when she heard a loud explosion. She said her licensed firearm was in her bag. Operations officer for Manchester Deputy Superintendent Daniels said Brown was charged with child negligence and breach of duty to secure stored firearm and ammunition.
Following an intensive investigation surrounding the death of 4-year-old Gia Grinnell, mother Yannick Brown, 38 years old, administrative assistant, was formally charged on Monday, the 26th day of May 2025, for the following offenses: under the Child Protection Act, child negligence, and under the Firearm Prohibition, Restriction, and Regulation Act, breach of duty to securely store firearm and ammunition. Our court date is not yet finalized.
Man who allegedly attacked licensed firearm holder shot and injured. A man who allegedly used a pair of scissors to attack a licensed firearm holder was shot and injured on Monday night in Spanish Town, St. Catherine. About 9:20 p.m., both men were reportedly along St. John's Road when a dispute arose between them. The licensed firearm holder was reportedly attacked by the other man with a pair of scissors. He reportedly drew his gun and fired at the man, hitting him. The injured man was taken to hospital where he was admitted. The Spanish Town Criminal Investigations Branch is probing the matter. Is the PNP afraid of wholeness? As Jamaica gears up for a high-stake general election, the opposition People's National Party (PNP) is making it clear they're not intimidated by Prime Minister Andrew Holness nor his chances of securing a third term for the Jamaica Labour Party (JLP). The PNP's Natalie Nita-Garvey says there is absolutely no fear whatsoever when it comes to wholeness, adding that the local government elections of February 2024 had signaled that her party was on the right track and will take the next election. "We are not afraid of Andrew Holness," she quipped during a Gleaner Editors Forum at the newspaper Kingston office last week. "I know for a fact that the people are looking for more than just green clerks, hype and pronouncements in an election year, and cutting ribbon, because they are now trying to change the narrative," she noted. In the lead up to previous elections, Holness became known for campaigning in Signature's Clark's shoes, a symbol of his grassroots outreach and dubbed affectionately Bogart by supporters. This time, the JLP message has shifted from prosperity mantra in 2016 and 2020 to a new slogan, Choose Jamaica. Despite the image and branding effort, the PNP believes that momentum is now in their favor. PNP General Secretary Dr. Dayton Campbell reinforces Nita Garvey's remarks, saying there is zero fear factor when it comes to wholeness. According to Campbell, the wholeness-led JLP poll 20,000 fewer votes than the Mark Golding PNP in the February 2024 local government elections. Put another way, Mark Golding polled 20,000 more voters than wholeness he shared. Campbell said the PNP won more divisions than the JLP in that election, taking 115 divisions to the JLP 113. He pointed out that the JLP went into local government election with 128 divisions. "So I can see on what basis we could be afraid. We are not afraid of the husband. We are not afraid of the wife. We went into Kintyre and took away the division and KSAMC," he said, emphasizing that the PNP has renewed energy and growing support base. "There is absolutely no fear that is there. We know what we are about. We are organized and have re-energized our base, and our people are calling for an election date to be announced," Campbell added. Still, Wholeness and the JLP remain confident, highlighting key economic achievements under their administration. The Prime Minister has cited a range of indicators: a drop in the debt to GDP ratio to 68.7%, a fall in unemployment from 13.7% in 2016 to a historic low of 3.5%, and stable inflation management. Further bolstering the JLP economic case, the Planning Institute of Jamaica recently reported that the national poverty rate declined to 8.2% in 2023 the lowest since record began in 1989. This compares to 16.7% in 2021. No study was done in 2022 due to the pandemic. While the JLP focuses on its governance record and economic gains, the PNP is betting that a shift in public sentiment and a hunger for new leadership will carry it to the victory. To subscribe, like, share, and click the notification bell for daily updates.